Good morning and welcome to the History Office News Bulletin for the day. This is your Newsmaster for the day's news. Now the headlines. West Bengal Panchayat polls, 11 killed in election-related violence. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen urges closer communication between China and United States to improve economic decision-making. Indian shuttlers PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen storm into semi-finals of the Canada Open badminton tournament. Governor contests Tamil Nadu government's request to prosecute ex-ministers. Now the news in detail. 11 people were killed in election-related violence in West Bengal since midnight as voting was underway for the three-tier Panchayat polls in the state on Saturday. Officials said among those killed were 6 TMC members and 1 worker each of the BJP, CPIM, Congress and ISF, and another person whose political identity could not be known. Besides violent clashes that injured several people, ballot boxes were destroyed in several parts of the state. Protests were also held in various areas demanding the deployment of central forces. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has urged closer communication between China and the United States to improve economic decision-making and asked China to join global initiatives to help poorer nations address climate change. Despite bilateral tensions, record-high US-Chinese trade last year showed that there was ample room to engage in trade and investment. During her meeting with Chinese Premier Li Qiang in Beijing on 8 July, Ms. Yellen said it was critical to focus on areas of common interest and address disagreements through dialogue. Earlier, the US Treasury Secretary had criticized Chinese curbs against US firms. She had said Washington and its allies will fight back against Beijing's unfair economic practices. India's PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen have advanced into the semi-finals in the Canada Open badminton tournament. Two-time Olympic medalist Sindhu beat Chinese Gao Fanji in straight games, 21-13, 21-7 in their quarterfinal match of women's singles. Commonwealth Games champion Lakshya Sen defeated Belgium's Julie Karagi in the quarterfinal 28-8, 17-21, 21-10. Responding to Tamil Nadu Law Minister S. Raghupathi's letter seeking early sanction to prosecute former All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kalagam ministers in corruption cases filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation and Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption, Governor R.N. Ravi said the cases were under legal examination and he had not received any communication from the state government. Tamil Nadu Law Minister Raghupathy had alleged that the files had been pending with the governor for several months. With respect to prosecution sanctions for former ARDMK ministers B.V. Ramana and Dr. C. Vijay Bhaskar for their alleged involvement in the Gutka scam, a Raj Bhavan statement mentioned the cases have been investigated by the CBI and these are under legal examination. The Raj Bhavan claimed that it has not received any reference or request with respect to the case filed by DVAC against former AIDMK minister Mr. Vijay Bhaskar from the state government. Though the law minister had also pointed out that 13 bills passed by the assembly are still pending with governor for his approval, the statement from Raj Bhavan did not make any mention of it. Before we end the news for the day, the headlines once again. West Bengal Panchayat polls, 11 killed in election-related violence. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen urges closer communication between China and United States to improve economic decision-making. Indian shuttlers PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen storm into semi-finals of the Canada Open badminton tournament. Governor contests Tamil Nadu government's request to prosecute ex-ministers. That's it from the news desk for the day. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.